All right, I think Spurs fans, we need to stop the gatekeeping, okay? And I know it's hard. I know it's tough, okay? But we need to not gatekeep. As you guys know, Wemby is just so much hype behind his name right now. I mean, just everyone is so excited about him. Everyone is excited to see what he's going to become. And there's new Spurs fans that come with that hype. There's so many people coming out saying he's going to be the GOAT. Oh my goodness. Now I'm a Spurs fan. And it's easy to gatekeep because we're accustomed to Spurs fans that's been there the whole time, right? We've been through the hard times, the hardships, all right? And it hasn't been that long. It hasn't been that long that we haven't been good, but we've been through it, all right? And we want to gatekeep and say, hey, you're not a real Spurs fan. But it's okay. It's okay, all right? We just got to take the bad with the good.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
So why am I talking about Wemby hype? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because McIntyre had something to say about all of the Wemby hype and what she's seen. If you don't know who she is, she's actually she was a guest coach for the San Antonio Spurs in Las Vegas, and she had quite a bit to say about the Spurs and Wemby. Now, before we talk about this, if you guys want to support the channel, clanthemerchfan.com, link in the description. If you want to support your boy, you'll be next in line because I actually caught up on orders. Yay! It took a while, but I got like 4 orders left. So I'll be working on those this week. And if you want to be next in line, please do. Just support your boy. Also, if you want to be a patron and YouTube member, I will be sending out that link to patron and YouTube members for the movie watch party that'll be on Friday. And once patron and YouTube members are in and where the dust is settled, I'm gonna wait at least an hour or two. Afterwards, I'll send out the link to the rest of the people. All right. So there's many ways to support, but those are a few. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video. So Floor McIntyre, what do you have to say about the San Antonio Spurs? Take it away. You guys can't hear that. Hold on. I don't know why things do this, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's very confusing. All right, let's see.
Years and working under Chase has held me in really good stead for that NBA sort of style. And I think the Sydney Kings play a very similar style to what we see over here. So, a few different terminology things are a bit different.
Oh, if you didn't know also, she is a championship winning coach over at, and she mentioned it, the Sydney Kings. So that's who she's not talking about Sacramento. She's talking about Sydney. So, yeah.
Different, but overall I feel like I'm pretty well prepared for the style of play and what they're doing defensively and offensively. The people they employ, I think, are carefully curated to match their values of this organization, and you can feel that every single day when you walk in the building, when you're around the staff, and when you're around the players.
And out of all the teams you could have gone to, San Antonio right now, there are more eyes on you guys than anyone else and any other team in the league. The arena's sold out every single time, which is not usual for Las Vegas Summer League. So what about just the attention on the entire team and obviously one man? We can get to that, but what has that experience been like?
It is a circus. It's complete chaos, but they handle it very well, and I think they do a very good job of making sure that the players are focused on what we're trying.
It's so weird, man. It's like Los Angeles level of hype. Like Los Angeles is in San Antonio right now.
Trying to achieve at Summer League and how they want to play as the San Antonio Spurs, but it has been a complete circus everywhere we go in Vegas. Particularly for Victor, it is just cameras and people and everyone trying to get a glance. I've never experienced or seen anything like it.
Yeah, you mentioned Victor. I'm not going to ask about what he's doing on the floor. He was dominant, which was awesome to see after the first game, where understandably he was a little bit nervous, but I can't wrap my head around, if you're 18, 19, you've got the attention that you were just describing. How does he handle this?
I wonder how she feel about that comment that he was nervous. A lot of us have made that assumption about game one. I just made the assumption that there was a lot of hype and he didn't really get a lot of practice and he was rusty, and it was just so much going on. I mean, that first game was like an all-star game. And it just seemed as if he was forced into taking those shots. Later, we found out that the Spurs actually were like completely okay with those shots that he was taking. But it did just feel like, let's just be honest, that the crowd was kind of dictating what he did in that first game. But anyways, I'm rambling.
He is such a lovely human being. I think that's the biggest thing that
Why didn't you guys tell me? See, if I had the chat up, see, this is why I've been going live so often. Because if I had the chat up, you guys would have told me, hey, Clan, put up the closed caption. Jesus.
I've noticed about him. He's so graceful. He's so friendly and tries to connect with everyone. All he wants to do is engage with his teammates and the staff, and just be his best version every time he steps out on the floor under the brightest of lights and this immense pressure, and people talking about and judging him in 20 minutes of basketball, which for me is just absolutely insane. So he has been such a wonderful person to be around, and I feel very lucky that not only did I get to be there for his first game and his second game, but I think just to be in his orbit and you actually just see what a great human being he is.
The real secret to Mortal Kombat.
What the heck? Oh, that's Donkey. I guess I was gonna watch this video next. You guys want to watch Donkey talk about Mortal Kombat 4? No, of course you don't. Okay, so that was a really good, insightful interview. I think I found it interesting that she said that Wemby, he gets to know everybody, and I mentioned this before. I think in maybe a few videos back about him approaching the refs, shaking hands with the refs. I actually assumed that when I uploaded that video that a lot of people would disagree and say, Clan, you're just hyping something up that's not that important. But I was surprised to see quite a few of you guys agreed with what I was trying to say. And I know it's true, but basically what I was saying was it was huge that before the game even started, that he was getting to know the refs, he was shaking their hands, he was being polite, because you do want to butter him up just a little bit, okay, just a little bit. And the great players, they do that. If you talk about Tim Duncan, you talk about Michael Jordan, even LeBron to an extent, like these players, they get to know everybody. They know everyone by name. I even noticed that Malachi Branham, he knows cameramen by name. So it's huge. That's a big thing. It shows respect. It shows humility. It shows that you're humble. And it shows that you're not, even though the world might see you as larger than life, you don't necessarily see yourself as larger than life. And that's huge. Wemby, his parents did a phenomenal job, and he is under a great coach. I mean, an absolute great coach for the type of person he is, the type of thinker he is. And I don't know. This is just a match made in heaven. Biases aside, him going to San Antonio, even if I wasn't a Spurs fan, I really do believe if I was a Houston Rockets fan, I would sit back and say, you know what? I'll be upset. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be upset if I was a Rockets fan. But yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. But anyways, I'll give it to you guys later. Till next time. Bye.